Welcome to Task 2 of your Virtual Ecology project. In this option, you will be looking at fish abundance and diversity in two different areas, a marine protected area and a non-marine protected area. This task is divided into two parts. In each part, you will label the fish in 3 different photos. One of the 3 photos has already been looked at by researchers, and we will use it to give you a grade. The other 2 photos have not been looked at before. We will use the information you give us to help train a computer to identify fish in the millions of images that have been collected by the Excel Catlin Seaview survey. Now let's see how this option works. After finishing Task 1, make sure you have read the important information for Task 2. When you begin Task 2, Option 2, the first thing you should see is a Fish ID tool. The images in your Fish ID tool have been taken directly from Catlin Seaview survey images, so they should be especially helpful for this project. You can hide and reposition the Fish ID tool. Begin looking at your first set of images by clicking either one of the Next buttons. The Next and Previous buttons underneath the image will allow you to scroll through the set of 3 images that you have been given. Your cursor has 2 functions. It can act as a scroll tool, or it can select fish. As a scroll tool, you can use your cursor to click and drag the image. You will need to click and drag each image to find all the fish in it, because the images are larger than the frame they are displayed in. You can also zoom in and out of the image using the slider zoom, or the magnifying glasses. The small square icon is a Reset Frame button. Click it to reposition the image to its original framing. Once you have found fish within your image, change your cursor from a scroll tool to a select tool. You can now use the crosshairs to help you draw boxes around fish. Click to form the first corner of a box and drag the box until you have completely covered the entire fish. Use the pop-up dialog to label the fish. Importantly, if you are not sure what kind of fish it is, just use the generic category fish. If you do think you recognize a type of fish, check your knowledge using the Fish ID tool. You can edit previous labels by clicking the pencil tool. If you accidentally select something that is not a fish, click Close, or use the X to remove it from your list of fish. Your labeling pop-up will remember the most recent choice you've made. Be careful not to accidentally label a fish the wrong family because of the pop-up's suggestions. When you click the editing pencil icon, a box will turn red to show you which fish the label refers to. If multiple fish overlap each other, do your best to draw a box around where each fish should be. Some fish will be easy to see, but some can be pretty camouflaged. Look closely and do your best to find any elusive fish. You do not need to label blurry or distant fish on the edges of the photo. If you feel an image has too many fish, do not spend more than 20 minutes labeling fish within a single image. Some of the images are incredibly full of fish. We want you to see these in order to appreciate the beauty of life on coral reefs, and to see how data collection can be challenging for researchers. This is why we need to train a computer to help us. However, we do not expect you to label every single fish in an image like this one. Label as many as you can accurately label in 20 minutes, then move on. When you think you are done labeling fish in all 3 images, click Finish. If the computer senses that you have not labeled fish in all 3 images, it will give you a warning. If you got an image with no fish in it, you will see this warning. You can override it by clicking Send. If you forgot to label 1 or 2 images, click Continue Labeling to go back. You can leave the fish project at any time. When you reload, you will see the start screen again. However, all your labels should be saved from the previous session. When you are done labeling all 3 images and you click Finish, a dialog box will tell you how many fish you have labeled. We thank you for your contribution to our citizen science effort. If you enjoyed this experience, you can always label another set of images. This will give us even more data. Now you're ready to begin Task 2. If you have any questions that this video and the written information cannot answer, post a question in the discussion board. Proceed to Part 1 to start your job as a virtual ecologist. Good luck.